What is good, everyone? I am BA, back once again with another reaction in the Wire series. This is episode 2 of season 3 and it is called All Due Respect. Last episode we set up a lot of stuff, there was a lot of new characters introduced that set up a lot of new angles and shit that I'm still trying to take in and fully gather. I'm sure it'll get easier for me as this season progresses, as it does every season, but yeah, episode 1's always a little bit of a crash course on new plot threads and shit. The main ones which we followed were the political power plays going on, obviously between Daniels and his wife trying to get a council seat, and the mayor and Burrell. It seems like there's going to be some serious shit between those two factions this season. We saw this guy who'd done 14 years in jail come out and get his G-Pack robbed when he was trying to hook a dealer up with a 60-40 split. We saw Stringer treating all the gang like shit. We saw McNulty researching some shit about D'Angelo's death, perhaps, I think it was. Or maybe he was just double checking some stuff on the computer. I wasn't exactly sure what came up on that computer screen. And speaking of McNulty, he was so pissed his wife was hanging about with some new guy last episode. I don't know if we'll get into more of that or not. And yeah, these 5 deaths that just like occurred so rapidly. I wonder if there's a cause of this. I don't know why I think it's Omar. We didn't get to see Omar in episode 1, by the way, nor Brother Muzone, my 2 favourite characters, so episode 1 was a favourite character list for me. Regardless, I'm really looking forward to moving on into episode 2. This is All Due Respect. Let's check it out and see what the fuck it's saying to it.
I'm like, you kidding me? Look around, take your pick. So the old man.
Guy's like, alright, fair enough. I was going to talk some shit to you, but yeah, don't worry about it.
I know you ain't coming in here.
What?
Shorty, I don't know you.
What the fuck is this?
This her brother Earl from the VA hospital. He's supposed to stay with him.
Is this Omar?
Oh, shit.
Of course it's fucking Omar.
Yo, all due respect, but this right here is a Barksdale joint, man.
Do tell.
Omar's going directly for them now, he's not giving a fuck. Also, I will love to see Stringer Bell's face when this dude has to report that back to him. Yeah, we just helped an old man in a wheelchair up the stairs, but it wasn't an old man, it was Omar and they robbed us. You helped Omar into the house by carrying him in a chair and then allowed him to take the gun from your belt and rob us of our heroin. Yeah, but he was dressed like an old man too. Get the fuck out.
You think this boy woke up yesterday morning, sat on the edge of his bed, and said today's my day to die?
What a fucking horrible thing to do to school children. I mean, obviously it's going to get the message into their heads, but what a grim way to do it for children.
Can we pull a post-mortem on this?
Yeah, he's kind of a made guy down there. I just want to make sure nobody did the suicide to him.
Ah, they'll still have D'Angelo's body. Oh, I hope McNulty finds some shit, man. There'll be defense wounds on his fucking hands. Cause his thumbs were like inside the wire and fighting against that rope.
Full step to us, man. We're gonna do what we gotta do. But it's them bodies that got you in here. If we can do this about the bodies, we should.
Well, that's the first good point Stringer's made in about a fucking season. At least he's back talking to Avon non-manipulatively.
Leave got everything straightened up tight for me, man. I'll be home before it get cold.
But he still doesn't look happy about the prospect of Avon coming back outside.
Yo, y'all seen Marlo?
Who's Marlo?
Marlo? Yeah, he was here. No, he ain't.
Well, that's fucking helpful, mate.
This is a win-win for you, ain't it? He won't play, you beat the shit out of him because crime is up. Press loves it and you score.
He is Littlefinger in every single show he's in. If you've never seen Game of Thrones, this dude's doing this exact same shit over in Game of Thrones in a different medieval magical fantasy world right now.
Make nice or invest heavily in petroleum jelly.
Hey, his ass. His choice.
And Valchek obviously just loves the fact he can fuck with them. I hope it's human fighting and not dog fighting, but unfortunately it looks like some sort of dog fighting thing. I fucking knew it was dog fighting. Fuck this shit.
25 large on dog.
This shit makes me want to see Method Man get fucked up. Never thought I'd say that, sorry Method Man, Wu-Tang for life, but fuck cheese.
Anybody I want?
Anybody. I want more than one. I want the Olsen twins.
Fucking hell, that's a really dodgy choice, Hawk.
Both Olsen twins. Ashley, Kate, marry Kate. And yeah, I admire their body of work.
Oh my god, you admire their body of work as well. Hawk, you sussy motherfucker. Also, nice to see these two are doing some, you know, great police work out here. That's fucking horrible. I'd much rather watch human beings fight to the death than dogs, as long as it was a fair fight.
Bait.
I hope his dog's still alive, man. Oh, I fucking killed it. That's so fucked. What a horrible fucking activity to partake in, man.
Don't think you all needed to do that. Turn cur on me, man. Nah. I think you got played.
What does that mean? I don't understand what that means. If they in some way fucked him over there, that he's not gonna be happy.
And being all cute about the property line. I just wanted to wait and see what you wanted us to do about it. So, what you want us to do?
Get back to work.
I take it this is Marlowe. Is that the guy that had the Adidas shit on that got in the back of that truck that time?
All over the news.
You did not look particularly, commissioner-like.
And Mayor told me the same thing.
Does Valchek actually ever do police work unless someone fucks with one of his church windows?
You can't sit where I'm sitting and backdoor the fucking mayor.
Sorry I'm late, guys.
Burrell makes a very fair point.
Well, I'll leave you boys to it.
I'm curious as to why Valchek's going to bat for this meeting of the minds as well. He's usually got a motive.
Even that got hard stairs. They ain't gonna hold, I don't think.
That is Marlowe? How hard you looking for him?
I mean, he went right past him in a truck and they did not notice. But Marlowe seems to be quite a low-key dude. Out of the people we've seen so far, he seems to be the most professional new character. Very to the point. Reminds me of Avon almost.
Cocksuckers even took my watch.
Second stash this month, they done got 2.
I mean, he called you by name, String.
Omar is fucking taking it to Stringer right now. He's slowly just chipping away at the business.
I'm stuck in a job with no power, except getting potholes filled.
Or making a good little media circus at the at the expense of the police.
I can try and get you what you need privately. No hearings, no press, no grandstanding.
And if I don't play ball, you're gonna have my ass every time I'm in front of your committee, right?
Of course he is. At least he's so open with his manipulation.
Avon can seriously handle up.
I know.
So if you want to hold on to what's yours, you best be ready.
So he's just trying to take something for himself then. He doesn't work for Stringer, he doesn't work for Prop Joe, he doesn't work for Avon. Just a new guy in the mix, an up and coming guy. But yeah, again, reminds me of Avon a lot. Like he's obviously thinking covertly. You know, he said anyone that buys those rims might as well put a sign on themselves. So he already knows part of the game is keeping it low key and shit.
My turn, Bunk. Go with number 3.
It's just their little wingman strategy, their double act.
Hey, Bunk. Hey, look, I saw it first, Jimmy. Come on, man. Come on, baby. I got a place right here in Canton.
Be a gentleman. Come on, man.
The gentleman, man.
I'm really not interested.
Oh, wow.
It's okay. Thank you. Thanks.
That was a good in there by Bunk. Good work.
You know what I'm saying? Shit like that, cops be like hiding, like, yo, Bumpy, we sorry, man. We sorry. Please go away. Please. Please.
Oh shit. What the fuck was that? Is this the guy who's just randomly killing people? Like, what the fuck is that?
This office informed of your residence and any change in their residence. So I gather you're not working at this particular time?
They still doing morning shape-ups down at the market?
He's just taking it on the chin and trying to get a job. Man, I hope this works out for him, but I've got a feeling it's gonna at some point turn bad and he's gonna be forced to make a call to Avon and get more work.
What'd he do, hang himself twice?
Well, he could have been leaning straight forward till he blacked out, then slid down, which would give it the vertical.
Or how about I come up at him from behind and...
McNulty is so on point. He's such an actual good detective. Amongst all his flaws, he's great at this side of this shit.
I even had the school hand on the whistle, still walking around with it. Yo, Tree, stash that shit up, these six. What's wrong with you?
Is she literally there to help them translate this shit? That's ridiculous.
Stay down!
Time out!
Oh, you know shit's got serious when Poot's calling a timeout.
Do that again. Do what again? Do that thing with your hand. Do it in my face. Fuck you talking about.
This is so fucked up. They're doing such pointless work just now. Seriously, this is all they've been reduced to in their jobs and they're satisfied with this shit.
They're like the crack babies. Man, every year everybody's like, yeah, these kids out here, they're a new breed. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. This the end of the world now.
Look around, you fuckhead. It seemed like the dawn of a new day to you.
Poot's talking the fucking real shit there, man. Everyone always says that about the new generation. Except this new generation, which everyone calls softer.
Brains all over the sidewalk, but he's okay. What the hell you think?
Oh shit, I got called Tony. I'll get back at you.
Alright.
Well, there's two we heard about.
Is this Brother Mouzone? I really wonder who the fuck is having the balls to just kill all these people.
He was my dog, yo. Had much love for me even then. I ain't never gonna find another dog like that. Well, they paying for it now. Most deaf.
Oh wow, are they gonna confuse an actual dog with the term dog as a friend? That would be a hilarious waste of police time.
How'd you like your movie?
Okay.
This is amazing.
So y'all go to the movies. Damn. All right then. See you tomorrow.
You know what's funny? The last time they all met each other in a social setting was a basketball game as well. So now they've bumped into one another at a community basketball game and going to the cinema. I'd like to know what both teams were watching. People are getting shot left and right, seriously. Who the fuck is behind this? This is like some powerful dude who's orchestrating all of this shit. Either that or it's just like some lone psychopath targeting drug dealers.
Everything good? How's that fontanette?
Fontanelle.
I just realised she's actually had the baby. Congratulations on the kid.
We won't close for a while.
Kima still seems very disconnected from it all. She doesn't seem to be paying too much attention to the kids still.
Cheese.
Cheese on a platter.
He never talks like that.
They're gonna feel so angry and stupid when they realise he's talking about an actual dog. I'd be treating it just the same as a human murder if I was those detectives, but I know they're gonna just roll their eyes.
Now you coming around. Been more than a damn year.
It's just like his dad, huh?
I thought it was fucking Stringer there for a minute. It's nice to see it's McNulty.
Here's the thing, we got a tip. The autopsy report, it backed us up.
Can you put him down, please?
Sure.
Yeah, I know, that's a bit, what's the word? Forward to just grab someone else's kid and be like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking play a game with your kid while I talk to you. Try to be a weird parental power move or something.
If there's anything I can help with, or any questions you need answered, whatever.
I wonder if she'll care enough about D'Angelo and what happened to him to ever even call that number, or if she'll just straight away tell Stringer that somebody was inquiring as to the real reasons how D'Angelo died.
How many handguns you pick up? All shifts, all sectors. Once again, don't bother. The answer is none.
Rawls seems to be in his element with this new job. He just gets to break people's balls all day and pick flaws in other cops, and he himself is bulletproof.
You got 8 hours to get a grip on this mess or you're done. You hear me? Done.
so in no uncertain terms, unless this cop comes up with an answer as to how all these guys are dying, he is fired. Rose is drawing a really hard line on this shit. Which he would, you'd be like, what the fuck? Bodie's going in. Oh shit.
You know I'm with Avon, right?
I need you to walk back up there and pack up your people.
Wow, I was wondering what fucking line he was gonna draw on it. He's taking a very serious fuck you stance. This guy seems like he's gonna be a real fly in the ointment.
We got bodies on the ground, Jimmy. That's gotta matter for something.
No, if we're at Cheese, then we're close to Prop Joe. And if we're close to Joe, then we're close to Stringer. That has to matter.
Proposition Joe, now that he's working side by side with Stringer, as if they can get up to him, they will definitely get a lot of intel on Stringer Bell because of that.
Take a real good shot at Cheese.
Put a murder case or two together, you may be able to roll someone up at Proposition Joe or Stringer.
As far as bodies go, 4 is a big number.
I don't think McNulty's impressed with their stance on this issue. As always, he's always like the odd one out, you know, fighting against the grain.
Niecy, huh? Got it.
Go to the battle. Bring your whistle in an hour. 1.
Mono.
Okay, so are they actually trying to intercept this? I don't know who the fuck Niecy is or what is happening. There's so much new shit happening, I do not know what's going down right now.
What size fries you want?
What?
Go! Please! Search one!
That poor dude almost took a battering ram to the back.
Put your hands up! Hands on your head!
Okay, so they're raiding Cheese. That is hilarious though when they're gonna find out that it's connected to his actual dog. Oh man, what a waste of their time.
Mary Kate and Ashley? Don't want to say, just accept whatever pictures are on my mind right now.
Oh my god, Hawk. Also, this has been a day long, from like the break of dawn to the dusk conversation they've maintained. They could have literally like cured cancer or talked about great philosophy, but no.
It's about sympathy. It's about giving a guy a break.
Yeah, okay.
Gus Triandos.
Don't even know who that is.
Because he had to catch White Wilhelm's knuckleball. 5 fucking years. The worst gig in baseball.
Is that a sympathy bang?
I know you want to say it.
Say what? There's nothing to say.
Nothing?
You put a lot of thought into it. It's cool.
Okay.
Okay, tonight, 3 things.
I've got a feeling Carver's gay. Not because of his stance there, just like, I think they're trying to hint at that.
I capped his ass, looking up at me all bloody as shit. He had much love for me.
Bunk's impersonation of him there was quite good.
I thought he punked me, alright, so I did what I had to do.
Which was?
Lit him up.
I don't know if they're gonna feel embarrassment, like if they're gonna be furious.
Okay. Dog. Which one of these is he? Where's that body?
They're just about to find out the truth here, I feel.
Looks like they broke him.
I gotta say, you really showed me something on this.
Oh no. This is just setting up for catastrophic failure. I don't want to laugh when I see this, but this is, I mean, over the mistaken word dog, that is quite hilarious.
We're charging him.
Improper disposal of an animal. Discharging a firearm in city limits.
Animal cruelty, you want to run wild with it.
I feel bad for Daniels, man, above all. He's just got his big case unit back. First thing he does is an absolute dunce cap move. You would have thought Hawk and Carver would have been involved with it, but no, that was just all them. It's not often you see all the competent cops make such a douchebaggery error. You best believe McNulty is getting drunk tonight.
Funny day. I'm the new departmental pet for shutting down a drug war. But I blew my wire for a dead terrier.
At least he can see the funny side of it. Jesus Christ, it's so ridiculous. Ronnie, shame on you.
Okay, gents. See the brake lights pump twice. You know we got a clean hand to...
So maybe Carver was just doing it to finally get him to say something so they could all give him shit about it. That is hilarious.
Radio car's back in service at the end of the week.
Buddy and my old man go way back. Made the first communion together at St. Leo's.
He's picked a right little, like, snidey little shit of an accent for this role, hasn't he? It works well with his character.
I got 70 cops retiring at the end of the year that I know of, and no money for academy class.
Well, the mayor fucked you.
Okay, so now that this guy's got an in with him, Burrell's starting to ask for more things. Burrell is now officially in this guy's pocket, because if the mayor finds out about this, Burrell is fucked. And this guy knows this. He wanted to play Burrell like this. I thought she was going to show some compassion and go snuggling with the family there. I should have known better. Oh shit! That's another person killed. What the fuck is all this shit about, man?
We have an officer down in your district.
Which hospital?
Hold on, was that a police officer that got killed in that car? Have Daniels and his wife separated? I don't understand this. Is Daniels just being debaucherous? Because I know him and his wife were sleeping in separate rooms, but I didn't realise it was like that.
Nick jugular, shattered jaw. He'll live.
Shot in the neck and jaw, fuck. I wonder which cop it was.
I mean, I can't believe this shit.
I wonder if there'll be a giant police kickback because of that as well. Really amateur when you're shooting police as well, because it just draws so much attention to your operation. Kima, fucking hell, is she that, like, what put her off? Just the whole parenthood thing. Also Daniels. I'm assuming he must be separated from his wife. Also, imagine how McNulty will feel now, like his wife's got a new boyfriend and Ronnie will be seeing Daniels now, and because of his previous mistakes, all his potential partners have, like, left him out of pocket.
Put in my 30. The only thing gonna be left of me on that job is a 8x11 frame picture on the western hallway.
It's quite telling he's not even wearing his uniform now. Obviously he's off shift, but it's symbolic of just how he feels as well.
Oh, come on, man. You're talking about drugs. That's a force of nature. That's sweeping leaves on a windy day, whoever the hell you are.
He's right. As long as there's a market, people will provide a product.
Not a call since we gave it up to Cheese.
What'd you expect?
So not only was it a giant waste of their time at the time, but also it has stopped any sort of telephone communication. Worst case scenario outcome for that.
As of this tour, all hand-to-hand undercover buys of CDS are suspended in the Western District.
They're all so heartbroken because that's the only way they get any sort of little, like, bust going on. Whereas this guy knows that it's all completely pointless.
But the corner is, and it was, and it always will be, the poor man's lounge. It's where a man wants to be on a hot summer's night.
Wow, this guy's actually talking so much sense to these people just now.
If they arrested every dude out there for tipping back a high life, there'd be no other time for any other kind of police work. And if they looked the other way, they'd open themselves to all kinds of flaunting.
It's true, it's an awkward thing to have to manage, I imagine.
That small, wrinkle-ass paper bag allowed the corner boys to have their drink in peace, and it gave us permission to go and do police work.
Ah, I didn't realise that's how the paper bag came about. This is such a fucking good speech by this guy.
There's never been a paper bag for drugs.
This is one of the best written speeches and scenes in the show so far. That was amazing. I hope he finally talks some sense into all these cops just making their money through small time picking up people. Somebody needed to say that shit. And maybe it has changed their perception. Okay, so that was episode 2 of season 3 of The Wire, All Due Respect, and I will be back in just a minute with my thoughts on that. So, All Due Respect, what did I think of that? Again, we're setting up the building blocks for the rest of the season, but a lot of interesting things happened. First of all, I was expecting to see that guy perhaps respond violently to them just robbing him of his product and that, but instead he decided to go away. At first, I don't know if he got that office job or if he was just trying to get one. Then later on in the episode he got landscaping work anyway, so it shows that he's genuinely trying to go legit out here and just make an honest living. Something tells me we're going to follow this guy's descent into having to, through circumstance, go back into a life of crime, which will be unfortunate to see because you always root for people who are trying to go straight to manage to do it and get out of that shit. So I'm rooting for him, but the fact that we're focusing on him a lot tells me he's going to become more of a player in the criminal side of things as we move on. And we finally got to see this Marlowe guy. This Marlowe guy really reminds me of Avon. He conducts himself like Avon, and on top of that, he's not backing down even though he knows the people that are there to press him off of that corner are part of Avon's crew. He let them know in uncertain terms that in order to do that it would be warfare. Bodie and them haven't put that word back up to Stringer Bell yet, but I wonder how Stringer and Proposition Joe will handle this when they find out that this guy is just stonewalling them from doing anything in that area. He seems like he conducts himself very professionally and seriously and cautiously. He seems like he's going to be a good adversary, this Marlowe guy. And yeah, we see Kima again not paying attention to her girlfriend or their newborn kid, and instead decided to go out to the bar and seemed like she was trying to meet some other female. And then we saw Daniels hook up with Ronnie. They don't really go into it, but Daniels always seems to get along well with his wife. I know they were sleeping in separate rooms, but now he's got a place with boxes and I just don't understand what the fuck that's about. McNulty's digging deeper on this D'Angelo suicide thing. I so hope he finds out more information on it. It's one of them things that if no one ever really finds out what happened to D'Angelo, it will infuriate me. I specifically want Avon to know what happened to D'Angelo and how he'll respond to that. But yeah, this episode was more about all the pointlessness of it all. We focused a lot on that cop, I don't know his name, the one who's retiring, the major, seeing everything around him and how hopeless it all is. Yeah, that speech at the end really, really hits home, and I think that a lot more police should take that attitude that he took there while giving that speech. Picking on the lowest common denominator in the drug game, people dealing at a street level, people using at a street level, instead of actually doing police work, solving murders. There was all those unsolved murders, but they were still doing their buy and busts. It just goes to show you the misappropriation of funds and how a lot of cops just want to make their living and get their little ticks next to their name for doing an easy job rather than any actual work. And also, I didn't like seeing the dogfight and shit, man, but it was very unfortunate but also funny how that ended up being misconstrued over the phone lines, and they thought they were getting cheese on a murder charge when in actuality they could only do him for, I forget what the actual charge was, some silly little charge he's not going to do a lot of time for. And because of that, again, they showed their hand early and now they're getting radio silence over the phone lines, and they've only themselves to blame for the poor translations. And yeah, also Omar is back, dressing up like an old man robbing Stringer Bell's smack houses. That's so fucking good. He's just trying to dent his business in any way he can, but he's letting him know this season it is war, mate. I'm coming back for you. You put me on to a wrong person for the death of my boyfriend, and you're gonna pay for doing that, because for whatever reason you did it, it was for some lying to me reason, so you're getting fucked. I love that that's Omar's approach, and I can't wait to see what he does next time. I mean, that's got to be the first smackdown robbery in history where the robber has been carried almost like a king on a throne in primitive times, up the steps and into the abode on a chair, only to then rob them as they sit him down. What an absolute legend. If you think Omar's an absolute legend, click like. Subscribe to the channel if you'd like to see more videos like this, and ring the bell to be notified as to when they are dropping. If there's anything you want to talk about, comment down below. And share this around to anybody you think might appreciate it or want to watch this series along with us. My Patreon link is down there in the description. If you become a patron, you get access to exclusive polls and posts, you get access to these reactions I put on YouTube about a month and a half in advance, so like by the time this episode is out, I will have already reacted probably to the finale of this season on my Patreon. So go on there if you want to watch this whole season's worth of reactions already. And you also get access to full-length versions of all of my reactions. You just sync up your copy of The Wire with my copy of my full-length reaction and bang, we're sitting watching The Wire chilling. So consider becoming a patron, it helps me and the channel out so much, and until next time, I have been BA, peace.